Talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Courty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like...
He is facing overwhelmingly peaceful. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to...
He doesn't want to, but he must.
The Mercenary Tribunal.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
To your left, you hear the lieutenant cock his gun.
We're gonna tear right through. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first. Get under his skin. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please. All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Granell would never say... Really? None of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
I am a Granell Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, Nah. I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun.
You're right. But you see, I want it to end.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out. Rip you open.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer. What do you think he does? You're a tit-sucking pig!
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that pig fucking mouth off his face!
Lance Corporal! Just fucking shut up and wait for...
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather shoot to kill. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want...
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces for you natives. Fucking food aid shit. That shit is done now. Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly, click, click, click. A realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put in...
For killing, maiming, and
He sways from left to right.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck. Same fucking mud hut town.
Okay, good.
Who? Laylee.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, and now these cunts finished the job.
There's real anguish in his voice.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Fuck do you mean?
We've heard testimony. People say he was...
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me...
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt. In your ship pipes, right in the fucking... He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that. When he gets bored, Laylee knew how to command.
He was a good commander.
Oh yeah! He would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen, because Hayseed Bill and Kipty the Kipt here fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after.
Listen, man. We told you.
Told us what? What did you say? Who said that? Tattoo fuck! You'll die first! Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center. A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb. The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow, like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head, trying to see. Watch out! To your left. The pool is about.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back. An unbelievable shot. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol, the look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. Here it comes, death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gun.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out. Yes, keep talking. Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. Scream immediately. He's gonna die. No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape.
This is death. One more door, babe.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Of the hours, hurting, rotting and being disinfected and smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his won't sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Canano.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets what?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Sunrise, Parabellum. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Yes, the joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Dramamine? Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor all.
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary.
Isn't that written on your...
It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay. What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued. Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
You're an officer of the RCM. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name. Yes, he's still alive too. You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. And you warned me. I was able to disarm Officer DePaul before she got the jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened.
He nods.
This is the one. DePaul was the last to die. Everhart had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. Company is yet to retaliate because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly. Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets. Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did, and we are still alive. Both.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those.
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. We will see. No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vitmer is his name. The asphalt, back to that shithole, he says.
Station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out.
I don't know. I did. It's part of a detective's task chain.
Can you? You're pretty sure you...
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me. Easy now. How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Leafrater. I honestly don't know. Do you? Because we can't talk to Evrart. The harbor's in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too, thanks to our meddling. I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Connell from sending in a death. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Glacia, well, at least she's locked up. No, she would be of more use to us three, honestly. But it was the right thing to do. That was our job to find out, wasn't it? Honestly, I just don't know. Our circle of... Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the...
He's wrong.
Okay. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. Yes, God curse the footprints. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around from the war. All completely... We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Reva...
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. I'm ready to hear what you think about solving crimes. It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly... That concussion must be making him dizzy.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing... Also, it's just close enough to enjoy the walk.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot...
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion explodes from his... It's not the roof, and you would have found it had it been on the coast, in the island in the bay.
It's not impossible. There is a narrow opening between the so it is.
For a second he seems... tired. He He is trying to justify it to himself.
I understand. Of course, of course. I mean, how do we get there? Joyce Messier had us. Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
All these mesmerizing machines. Feels like it might jump back to life.
Some kind of...
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at them.
You can't fire them up. They are broken.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi. Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights. And to... It is lame. I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago. Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It was not okay. I needed... End of story. That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It wasn't...
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents. No. You're gonna call me Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Any plan to call him Pinball or Kimball is immediate. The machine is... Master Investigator. You just... Attaboy. The world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover...
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like... You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you... Let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway...
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, but the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that. Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. Ah, them. Nice people, but no. Lena said they were going back to Jamrock. I saw them pass by outside. This was before the fight started. I'm glad she got out of here before all that. Bullets flying and stuff. People inside were quite terrified, you know. I had to take action and step outside, too. Yes, you know, and I went outside and took care of it. Everybody calmed down.
He's almost completely forgotten.
I mean, you're a detective, perhaps...
Exactly, but all in due time. Crypto business...
You'll see her again one day. You know it.
Oh, fine, hero cop. Lena left a forwarding address. 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. If you see them again, do give them my bet. I don't remember everyone who comes here. And many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's
It really took courage.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
He means it. It's not just boasting.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, well, fuck you too then. You have any more questions or stylist?
He's not too offended. The experience has changed.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
It really took courage. Don't... He nods back at you. Just two badass men make that three. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do. Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Yes?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Likewise, Copper. Likewise. Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Angus... he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do you do? This job is shit. Dennis, that poor little rat is dead too. I always thought he'd run. But no, he stayed. Stupid, brave fella.
He didn't like him. That only makes it worse.
Huh? Got that shit out. That's the kind of rhetoric Wenger sell to kiss in Jandrop.
Yeah. Had to tell Angus's mum about the honor that was bestowed upon his son. She didn't share your optimism, Copper. But fine. Fuck it. I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy. By busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing Winters. And maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Yeah. Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
Yeah, go pay Monica a visit in Jandrop. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebachon.
Hell, You both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
It sincerely amuses him how hard these guys typecast things.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book. Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo Loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Jamrock. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
I will, Capo. That's a promise. Now scoot, because the Hardy boys got some mourning and drinking to do.
Take it easy on the drink. The danger has not passed. This town needs you on your feet.
Good point, Bino Claude. We'll keep the vol under 12% tonight.